Slicky on YouTube. Post it, man.
Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lucky here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the best Holger class. I'm not sure how to pronounce this weapon, but yeah, I'm going to get straight into this. First up, the first attachment is the monolithic suppressor. Next up is going to be any sight of your choice. My favourite one is at the moment is the Scout Combat Optic, but there are like 15 different sights, so of course every single person has their own different sight that they like. But the next one is the FSS Ranger stock. This increases the aiming stability, so when you are aiming in, your aim is going to be a little bit better. Next up is the stippled grip. This just increases the mobility by a little bit, because when you stick all the other attachments on, and this weapon is an LMG, so the mobility overall isn't going to be exactly fast, but it still is pretty nice mobility on this weapon. Next up is the Ranger foregrip, just to increase your accuracy that little bit extra. Now there is a 30 round option on this weapon where you get 30 bullets instead of 100, but honestly I don't really recommend using it, but you can if you guys want to. If you stick the 30 round mags on, it's basically just going to make your reload time a little bit faster and also increase your mobility, and it kind of turns this weapon into more of an assault rifle than an LMG. So one of the main reasons I like this weapon is the fact that it has 100 bullets in the magazine, and the reload time on this weapon is really fast. So with your typical LMG like the PKM or the M91, the MG34, the reload time is going to be really slow. Now that is going to be a big problem in certain circumstances. For example, if you get hit by a whole entire team, you kill maybe 2 of them, you're going to have to reload, and then when you are reloading, they're just going to kill you and rush you, and obviously you're going to be at a big disadvantage when you are reloading. Now with this weapon, however, it's got 100 bullets in the magazine, but the reload time is actually really quickly. As you saw from the clip at the beginning there where I clutched the game, the reload time was only just a few seconds, so honestly it does not matter. Now I recommend you guys partying this gun up with a sniper, of course. Now one little thing I want to talk about is to not use overkill. Everyone needs to stop using overkill, and I can't stress that enough. So one big mistake everyone is making in Warzone at the moment is using overkill. Everybody uses it. Everybody sticks on a weapon like an M41 as their primary, and then as their secondary they have a sniper on, and this is the wrong thing to do. In the new Season 3 update, you can now find HDRs on the ground in supply boxes, so this is basically going to make overkill completely useless. Also, what I do personally, and this is what I've been doing ever since the beginning of Warzone and ever since Warzone just came out, I've never used overkill. Instead of using overkill, what I do is I wait until I kill someone and then I pick up their sniper. Or what else you can do is, once you've bought your first loadout drop, you can wait for a free one, and then when you buy that free one, or when you loot the free one, sorry, you just pick a class with a sniper on, and then you can pick up the 2 weapons that you guys want to have on your class, and you can still have Ghost on at the same time. Ghost is definitely going to be a lot more beneficial to using things like overkill, just because you can just pick up a sniper and it's going to be super helpful. Also, on your snipers, I really don't recommend you guys using thermal scopes anymore. Thermal scopes are really outdated now, and every single person is using cold-blooded, so if they're using cold-blooded, you're just not going to be able to really see people on your thermal scope. So I just want to mention that quickly and let you guys aware to stop using thermal scopes, because this is honestly going to be super useless to you. Like, thermal scopes are completely useless now on Warzone. Now, like I was saying before, with this weapon, there are multiple different sights you can use. You can use any sight that you guys want to. Now, personally, my favourite one is the Scout Combat Pro sight. Now, this sight is very easy. The one in the gameplay I'm using is actually a hybrid sight, but there is a good sight called the Scout Combat Pro. This is just a simple little scope, and it has a little bit of zoom in it, and it's really clean to use, and it's really nice to get those long range kills. Now, like I said before, you can use whatever sight you guys want to, because you can literally have 15 different sights on basically most weapons. So I know every single person has their own favorite different sight that they like to use, but personally for me, the one I'm using at the moment is either the canted hybrid sight, or I like to use the Pro Scout Combat one. I can't remember the order of the words. I'm pretty sure it's Combat Scout Pro or something like that. But yeah, you guys saw at the beginning of the video where I showed the class. Now, another thing I want to talk about, by the way, is the perk High Alert. Now, in the new Season 3 update, this wasn't mentioned in the patch notes for some reason, but in the new update there's actually a buff to it, and basically whenever there is someone looking at you, you're going to be alerted by a little highlight on your screen. So for example, if someone looks at you from the left, there's going to be a massive orange highlight on the left hand side of your screen. If someone is behind you, there will be a massive yellow highlight on the bottom of your screen. But I don't know if this is going to be better than Ghost, because as you guys know at the moment, Ghost is going to be the #1 perk you can use in the perk 2 category, just because of the fact that a lot of people use heartbeat sensors and a lot of people use UAVs, especially in the final circle, or if you are playing solo, then Ghost is going to be one of the must-have perks you can use. Now, I do at least recommend you trying the High Alert perk out, but it's completely up to you. You can try it out if you guys want to, but obviously, yeah, you just gonna have to do a bit of experimenting with it really, and see if you like it or not. Now, this bit in the game, this bit of gameplay you're watching now, I literally got down like 3 times in a row, and oh my god, I don't know how he won this game. Honestly, I'm not sure how he won this game. I actually hopped in this game with a few random people. It was like 3 AM at night, and I was like, you know what, before I go to sleep, I'm gonna hop into a random game online. I hopped in this random game, and I actually did pretty well. I ended up getting this win. I ended up clutching up the, I think there was like, I think it's like a 1v4 or something like that, and I did clutch up the win. So yeah, this weapon is really nice. Now, like I said before, one of the main reasons I love about this weapon is the fact that it has a fast reload time, but you also get 100 drums in the magazine. So it's an LMG, it has the power of an LMG, but it also has a very fast reload time, which is really helpful. Now, one of the main aspects of this weapon, or one of the two main like stats that are really high on this weapon, are going to be the range and the accuracy. The range on this weapon is incredible, and also the accuracy on this weapon is also incredible. Now, the mobility is a little bit lower than your typical Grau or your M4 or your M13, and that's going to be a pretty obvious one because this is an LMG, but still, this is definitely going to be able to out-compete with those weapons just because the power it has behind of it. And like I said before, it has 100 bullets in one magazine, so you're going to have a lot of power behind you. You can keep spraying as much as you guys want to. If you see a bunch of enemies, you can just spray for your life, and you should still win that gunfight. Now, that is one of the good things I love about this, and like I said, that combined with the fact that it has basically no recoil, and the fact that it's got a really nice fire rate, and also the fact that it's got a really nice reload time, is going to be really good. Now, it kind of reminds me of the Kilo 141 in a few different aspects, and that is simply because of the look of it. It kind of looks like it, and also the 100 round drums. You can get the Kilo with 100 round drums, so it is kind of similar to the Kilo, but still, I think this. I don't think the Kilo is actually that good on Warzone. If you guys have used the Kilo on Warzone at the moment, what is your thoughts on it? But as you can see, this is why it's good with this little sniper. I'm getting some nice sniper shots here. I've got these 2 nice little snipes here. Missed that first shot, but I don't know why that guy continued to peek, honestly. I killed those 2 people with a nice little snipe there. Both headshots. I'm pretty good with those snipes, and that is one of the main reasons I recommend you guys not using a thermal scope. Honestly, stop using thermal scopes. It is pointless now. Every single person uses cold-blooded. I guarantee you guys, those 2 people there were using thermal scopes, and honestly, if I had a thermal scope on, I probably would have lost those gunfights, or at least not killed them, just because of the fact that they would probably be invisible on my sight. But here is the clutch. As you can see, nice reload time. I shot 100 bullets, reloaded it in like 2 seconds. I have another 100 bullets in my magazine, ready to spray down every single player I see. Now, I killed one person there, and then the last person here, I wasn't sure where he was, but he was actually in that little building right there. And at this point, in a second, I do hear the door open behind me, and then I turn around, and there he is right now. I hear the door open, turn around, and there he is. So I get the easy kill, and boom, there's the win. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Good show, man. What, is that what you just take the YouTube, isn't it? Just looking up there, innit?